Yo, this is DJ Simple Simon and welcome to Timeless Picks TV. The name DJ Simple Simon, where did it come from? School. It's one of those, you know, nursery rhymes. It wasn't the original name. They called me Gadget because I had the long coat like Inspector Gadget. And then secondary school, I don't know why Simple Simon will come up in secondary school, but it did, and it kind of just stuck from there. And then when it led into the music, mixing comes simple to me, so the name just carried and it just stuck from there. Right, how long have I been in the game? I've been playing music since I was about 15. How did I get into the game? You know what, it's a funny one. Uncle upstairs, uncle downstairs, sitting on a step, in between both of them, taking R&B in one ear, reggae, dancehall, revival in the other ear, and just falling in love with music. Used to play out on a couple bashment sounds, travelling up and down England, doing little things, but it wasn't really me. Then I met up with Dixie in a little house party in Fulton Heath, and he saw me, he said, yeah, nah man, yeah, go on, yeah, come. Met him at another birthday party in Forest Hill, played there with him, and he said, nah, you're joining the sound. Them times there's 3 DJs already in the sound. They all had to leave. I was that guy, and then from there brought in a couple of men with me who came beside me, and then the rest is history. It's just been consistent since 2006. Favorite genre of music? I'm a hip hop head. I'm a proper old school, you know, hip hop head, going way back to Fat Boys, Curtis Blow, LL Cool J. I'm that kind of hip hop, leading right up into the Mobb Deep and so on and so forth. Love watching MTV Raps on a Saturday, Soul of MTV on a Friday. Like, soul and hip hop is definitely, that's where my first love is, because that's what I was allowed to play in the house without any of the slackness. So yeah, that was my first love, without a doubt. Favorite song at the moment? I actually haven't got one, you know. I don't know. There's so much new music coming out that kind of sound the same to me. Producers are not really being very creative. So favorite song at the moment? Ah, mate, you got me. State of how the raving scene is at the moment, it's not great. Playing music since, I know, well, since being in Galflex since 2006. Obviously I've seen a lot of changes in the game, seen a lot of things happen, seen a lot of people come and go. It's not in a good state at the moment. We're losing on venues rapidly, and the internet has caused a big problem. The changing of devices that we are now using has caused a problem, because everybody now is a DJ. So you can go out and buy a Mac second hand, you can go home, stay at home for 24 hours, download a whole playlist, and tomorrow you're a DJ. When me, had to go record shop, had to hunt, had to go Brixton, go Red Records, leave there, go Dubford at Clapham Junction, leave there, go Uptown Records in West End, and then if not, try and go to Hackney to go and get the latest grime song. It was a chore. There was no driving. I wasn't driving then, so it was jumping on the bus, the Oyster card, not even Oyster card, travel card. So the raving scene at the moment, to me, it's not in going in the right direction. It's not in a good place at the moment. I think there's too much variety, there's too much promoters, there's too much people getting involved in the raves who are not true to the promoting game. I can't say there's too much DJs because, you know, everybody's trying, but I think there's DJs in the game who are in the game for the wrong reasons, you know, checking girl and what have you. So right now, just to put it flat, I don't think it's in a good place at the moment. Master your craft. Be true to yourself. Know your worth. And try and be as consistent as possible. Don't think you're bigger than you are because you can mix. Because anybody can mix. As long as they got rhythm, anybody can mix. You've got to be able to do something that somebody else can't do, or be as good as the next person. You're always better than the next person if you continue and practice. And there's no harm in not going out and busting that rave, innit? You don't need to go and bust that rave. You can just go there and warm up and get a feel of the rave. And sometimes it's not even sometimes, it's more important to warm up than it is to play at 2 o'clock and bust a dance, because the warm-up is the foundation. It's like building a house. You have to lay the foundation in order for everything else to run and be smooth. So if you warm up nicely, the rest of the dance could be nice. So my advice to you is learn your craft. Warm up. A couple of hours, chill out at home, drop a little mix. Warm up in the dance, a couple of hours, it's nothing. You will learn from there. Trust me, it helps. It really does. Now, this is going to sound funny. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. That song right there is actually a problem. The lyrical content is probably, it's hard. Even though it's a ballad, it's actually quite hard. So yeah, I'd say Ed Sheeran. First record ever bought. Supercat, Boops, and on the B side, Cry for the Youth, Techniques Records, 12-inch, Selectors Record Shop in Granville Arcade. Thriller George from Nasty Love Sound was the guy that served me. I remember that clearly. Pink record label, pink case, £4. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the first record. Funny and embarrassing moments. I wouldn't call it funny. Very embarrassing though. We was playing at Ezekiel's in Peckham. It's on the 2nd floor. Party's in full swing. Using vinyl. Played a tune. I think it was Bounty Killer, Stucky. Got a big forward, got excited, slapped the 7-inch, broke the needle, broke the record, and I was standing on a crate. So you can imagine what happened. I wasn't standing up. That is probably the embarrassing moment. Funniest moment, oh mate, I can't even think. Funniest moment probably when I was playing it in the Brink. It was my birthday. It was in full sway, and Dixie and Demas threw Alizé over me while I was playing. I had a white linen shirt, it was pink, and I had to stay in the dance with the shirt for the remaining of the dance. That's funny and embarrassing at the same time. I'm gonna say Mac, only because I can pretty much carry my whole selection and not be outplayed. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Can carry everything on my back and not be outplayed. Are my sets pre-planned when I play out? No. Unless the promoters ask me to play a specific genre and everybody in that dance is stuck to the genre of music that they're playing, then I might have a certain amount of songs prepared. Not necessarily going to be played, but prepared just in case, you know, I might have drunk a bit too much and don't know what I'm doing. But nah, normally everything is, you know, but normally I don't go into a dance prepared with anything. I just go in there and feed off probably the first two DJs before me. Never think of the DJs before you, because that DJ before you could actually ruin what you're going to do. So I always go by the two DJs. I always like to try and get in a dance early enough to hear two DJs before me, so I can kind of get a feel of the crowd, rather than just walking in and saying, well, what is the last tune you played? Or listen to the last tune you played. Because what I find has happened, I'm on rant now, I'm going to rant. What I find happens is when certain DJs see you walk in the club and they think that you are going to play this, they will play that. It's happened to me before, but I've had to switch the game up on them and thrown a curveball and remain me. Simple. So yeah, never go into a dance pre-planned. Doesn't work. Favorite DJ that I enjoy listening to, would have, can I say more than one? Dancehall, I'm gonna say, and I know you're gonna say, I'm gonna say Rory from Stone Love, because I'm an old school Stone Love head, and Rory from Stone Love, it's just wow. Even up to this day, if I know that Rory is going to be playing down the road, I won't be there, because he has a way of playing Stone Love sound like no other. Whenever I hear Wayne Wonder, Buju Banton combination, I just get into a frenzy. I feel like I'm 15 again. Or if he plays the Shabba Ranks and Johnny Osborne combination, I just lose my mind. It's crazy. So Rory for dancehall. For anything else, it's gonna have to be the great DJ EZ. The guy is incredible. Up till this day, he is still #1. No other DJ in the house and garage house scene has taken it from him. There've been money come close, but they can't take it away from EZ. The guy is technical with house and garage. How do you get technical with house and garage? I don't know. The guy has these dub plates that I don't know. The guy's just too much. So yeah, definitely two of my favorite DJs that I would enjoy listening to all day, every day. DJ EZ and Rory from Stone Love. I've been waiting for this question. My favourite guilty pleasure, but rock guilty pleasure. Hope I get this right. Final Countdown. I think it's Bon Jovi. It's the final countdown. That's my tune. That tune there. I've got loads. We're halfway there. I've got loads of tunes. Like, I actually kind of like a few of those pop tunes, the little rock tunes. Yeah, I do like them. But can you class Beastie Boys Fight for Your Right to Party? That tune there, you gotta fight. That's a rock tune. That's a hip hop rock tune. I kind of like that as well. I actually got Beastie Boys album in my car, I'm not gonna lie. And Yeah, Beast. Yeah, I'd say definitely Bon Jovi. That's my rock tune there. The guilty pleasure. You like that? Huh? Yeah, no, that's my guilty pleasure right there. Equipment. How things were to how things are and what's going to be next. Coming from the vinyl era, I never saw past vinyl. I always thought it was going to be vinyl till the end of time. CD, MP3. I'm a sound man, innit? I would class myself as a sound man because I string up box. I used to string up the boxes. I used to carry the power amps in. So to see it change from CD to now Max, it's good and it's bad. Where is it going to be in the next 5 to 10 years? I ain't got a clue, because it's already getting to that stage where you can now have your whole set or have a good amount of music on a USB stick. And it's gone to that now. I've seen it happen. Like, somebody's walked in with 2 USBs, plugged them in, and he's gone. iPads, phones. I've seen somebody tear down a house party on their phone. Yeah, I've seen it. Like, so I ain't got a clue. It's definitely gonna be something that, you know, from the cloud. It's definitely gonna be, you have all your music in the cloud, and you punch in a code into something, and you've got access to everything. So you don't even have to walk into a club with anything. You just got to walk in there with the PIN number to your cloud, and access is just streamed straight in. That is probably the next thing. I can't see any other device that can actually make it any easier than it is now. Yeah, so yeah, the cloud. Definitely the cloud. What have I got going on for the year? At the forefront, it has to be Rhythm Nation Radio, which is an online radio station which I've just started. We are broadcasting on www.rhythmnationradio.co.uk, also available on TuneIn and also available on iTunes. You can just type in Rhythm Nation on the iTunes internet page and it will pop up. That's one of my main goals this year, trying to get that really up and running. It's running now, music's playing continuously. We're looking for DJs, so if you're interested, you know, get at me. But I'm just looking to promote that and push that in the right direction. Also One to One, which is an event that's done by myself and C6. Very, very passionate about that event right there. It's probably one of a kind that you only get 2 DJs that have history that go back to back all night for like half an hour, 45 minutes each round, and pull tricks out the bag. And it's not a bag of scratching, and it's not your normal Saturday night raving. It's different. We pull music out, proper old school, touch of new school, and it just creates it's a nice feeling. And for the last 3 that we've come out, we've both come out and thought, wow, why can't everything or every rave be like this? Because the feeling is just so different. You actually feel good and you feel happy because you get to play music, and the crowd don't dictate to you. They just absorb everything that you produce and bring out to them, and it's just a nice feeling. So those are the main 2 ventures. Birthday coming up, so we're looking to do that as well, so that's another thing that we've got going on as well. Probably Galflex anniversary, which is August time, so that's that as well. And there's a couple of other things that I don't really want to talk about yet, but you just have to kind of keep it locked. Timeless Pigs TV might just, you know, let a little something out of the hat. Don't know. Just shh. Alright, first and foremost, let's big up Timeless TV, Timeless Pigs TV, for giving me the opportunity to sit on the couch and just let it out like this. Have to big up my mum and dad, of course, is standard. Uncles, you know, for allowing me to sit on the step and listen to both sides of the spectrum, musical spectrum. Big shout out to the gang, full Galflex family, past and present. because without you guys I wouldn't be here. Do you know what I mean? Also Rough But Sweet Sound, who were based in Mitcham, big shop, Mikey, Don and the gang gave me a shot. Shout out to all the street sounds who've accepted me and made me feel welcome. I'm not going to name them because if I start naming people, people will say, yeah, you forget me, man, you forget me. I don't want to do that. So those who've accepted me, thank you very much. And I have to big up the very first radio station, Baseline FM 979. I will always big them up no matter what, because they gave me a personality. They gave me a space, a time slot on the station and said, do your thing. And I created Drive Time on there. I've just been a part of so many different things, and it's led me to, you know, be a bit more outspoken, because I wasn't really that kind of person. I'm not really a mic person unless I'm on the radio and I'm sitting in a room by myself. But Baseline FM allowed me to come out of my shell, so I have to big them up. Big shout out to C6, you know, for seeing something that I saw, and then we brought it together and we just made it. So I have to big him up still. And Father God, you know what I mean, respect all the time. My favourite era of music, for dancehall music, I would say late 90s, so from like 1995 up until early 2000s, so I'll say up to 2005. That was a very good era. Rhythms like The Bookshelf, Up Close and Personal, Bellius came out within that time, Good to Go came out at that time, Damsel Ship came out at that time. You had some record labels like Penthouse, Shocking Vibes, Fat Eyes, oh mate, who else, Cell Block. There were so many record labels, dancehall wise, artists that were coming out at the time, you know, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Ninja Man was still fighting in that time to trying to keep relevant. Monster Shock. There's so many artists that were doing their thing at the time. So for dancehall music, that's my time. Late 90s, early 2000. R&B and hip hop, 90s. Just straight up 90s. Hip hop music in the 90s was bad. Like proper. It was a problem. New Jack Swing, problem. Up until, I call it the Shiny Suits era, when Puff Daddy at the time took control, and just, you know, Uptown Records, Jodeci, and who else? Jodeci, Father MC, Heavy D. Then you had Few Snickins, you had Mobb Deep. This is all pre 50 Cent, Rick Ross and all that nonsense. That was the era of music, like 90s, early 2000s. That's it. There is nothing more. That's it.